Hello and welcome to Craftwatch, your weekly updates to the goings-on the Sanitarium.FM station server. I am your host, Predicted Cyborg. Hello. And our first item is, as always, the server news section, and today I have news on a few upcoming plans. Firstly, the whitelist question, which I mentioned to you during the last edition of Craftwatch, has now been debated and answered, and it has been decided that for the moment the server will not be whitelisted. This is because the problem that it was being put in place to fix has actually been solved now in another way, so there's really no need for it. This does actually mean that the server is now and will remain open to all players who want to come and join us, as long as you're prepared to behave, because you know, if you're going to be a griefer, we'll find out, believe me. And if you are interested in joining the server, as always, the URL will be at the end of the show, so stay tuned to the end and find out how you can log in. However, there is now some talk of setting aside an area of the server to construct some self-contained maps, stories, and games for the player's server residents. The area will probably include some small adventure map type stories, as well as games that can be played over and over again without much resetting. I personally want to build a little map that we can play a game of werewolves in, also known as Mafia, in case you're not entirely sure what I'm on about. That's a really good game, although you do need a game master to do it, because I can't really automate it very well. These maps will take some time to build and set up, obviously, because, I mean, in the case of some, you know, command blocks, they're a bit of a pain, and I'm not entirely sure how many of us are that experienced with them, so do stay tuned to Craftwatch for news and tours on when each is built. And so, to our second item of tonight, and tonight's tour. And now we come to the tour part of the show, and, well, as I said last time, we'll be looking at Scarlet's little hedge maze, which she has built next to the chessboard, which we covered last time. And as last time, I could tell you what it's made of, what it's made for, blah blah blah, but I couldn't do it as much justice as the creator. Hello Scarlet, welcome back.
Hello.
Your wings look lovely today.
Why, thank you.
So, tell me about the hedge maze.
Well, I had this. I just seem to be having fun at the moment, building whatever comes to mind, and I have this idea to do a friendly maze. So I started with this one being friendly. There are cookies at the end if you complete it. And I am thinking of doing a really dangerous one at some point in the future to devour my enemies with. So as you can see, there's a button to enter and a button to exit. There's no other way in unless you decide to break blocks, which I don't recommend because I will find you and I will kill you. So after you, would you like to enter?
Not particularly, but
yeah, it's a pretty simplistic maze. It's there's glowstone at each intersection to avoid nasty mobs spawning, and yeah, it's a pretty simple way of doing it. And yeah, I think you're going the right way. It's just a nice little maze. I did it out of hedges so that you could get there. See, and now you found the exit, and now you can have a cookie. So this is the friendly one for my friends to come in.
I can't eat it because I'm in creative mode.
And then just to make things easier, so you don't have to go through the maze again, here is the exit back to the bridge. So it's pretty simple like that. I made the roof glass, excuse me, so as to you can still look over and have a really pleasant view. So this is kind of a precursor to warfare, but I think it's quite nice. It's quite showy as well.
I mean, I remember sort of building a maze myself and with some friends. It was a 2-level thing, and they did actually have glass separating them, and the point was that the person on top had to guide the people below, which is quite nice, actually.
That sounds really good, yeah. I'm actually thinking of rebuilding one and putting traps in there leading to lava pits and mob spawners and all that sort of thing. So that should be interesting.
Yeah, you'll have to sort of show me that one when you build it. Not so close, obviously, because
no, that's fine, Cyborg. You should be safe for now.
Yeah. What have you?
Wondering about my... Oh, sorry, carry on.
I'm going to ignore that for now. I'm just an innocent little news anchor. Don't you know that?
Yes, I suppose I need you to help promote my world domination ploy. For those of you wondering about my voice, as you will have seen in the previous series, Dimebot Incorporated and Scarlet Spa decided to join forces together. What I didn't know is that Dimebot Incorporated fights dirty and decided to send the last shipment of mud containing influenza, hence the voice. So, yeah, we're going to have some all-out warfare there. I'm going to be building some pretty nasty weapons to take the company down, unless he can find a way to apologise to me. So, yeah, you know, it's the way business goes. Just the usual thing.
Yeah, that's capitalism for you.
Yeah, of course. It's cutthroat, you know, dragon eat Dimebot, that sort of world.
Indeed, and I will be there to report every single step of this little dispute, whether it stays a dispute.
Oh yeah, it's more like a hostile takeover than a dispute. But yeah, of course, it would be nice to get some press released. Yeah, that would be interesting because, you know, I want people to continue using my spa and to know that the influenza that was in the mud has now been purged. So it's very safe to go to my spa, but Dimebot Incorporated, however, you might want to stay clear of that if you like your brains to stay in your head. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm standing right now.
I thought you were standing on glass.
Oh yeah, but I mean my
Sorry.
Well, you know what I mean.
I had to make that
like
joke. Anyway, professional news anchor time. So let's go back to the interview. Do you have any sort of future plans? Besides the whole sort of the battle, the hostile takeover thing with Dimebots, and here's a business. Are you planning on working on anything more peaceful?
Well, as I said, I was planning on the Monopoly board. It's not quite finished yet. To be honest, most of my time has spent in practice for war, because as you know, the more you sweat in practice, the less you bleed in battle. So I've been on survival mode for a while, and I've been living out in the wilderness, hand to mouth, that sort of thing, just to toughen my scales up a bit.
So that's why they're so shiny.
Yes, that would be why. Thank you very much. But yeah, nothing sort of in the works at the moment, just more getting really close to mobs and watching how they react and how I might be able to use them to my advantage. I've also been doing a little bit of research on Dimebot Incorporated, and I found they're looking at moving head offices into a very precarious bridge. So yeah, that's kind of that's where I'm at with my thinking at the moment. Lots of ideas, lots of ways to go for this, you know, hostile takeover thing, because you know, you need to practice, you need research when it comes to the business world.
Indeed. Okay then, so I think that just about does it. You've showed me a lovely little maze, you've told me about some future plans, and well, in future I will possibly talk about maybe working on one of your more peaceful projects with you, because the idea of the trap maze does sound amazing, I must admit.
Yeah, it will only be for my enemies though, but there will be a glass roof, so you can always come over and watch the Dimebot burn, so yeah, that could be a really nice bit of news footage for you.
Indeed. Okay, so once again, thank you, Scarlet, for taking the time to give me an interview. Thank you for showing me your lovely little maze, and I shall hopefully see you for the next interview. And so to our final item of tonight. Now to our Mojang general Minecraft section of the show, and I've got two items for you this week, both somewhat brief. Firstly, we will talk about 1.9 Minecraft, the update. As I mentioned in a previous episode of Craftwatch, Mojang are aiming to make 1.9 just a little bit easier for the Minecraft modders to deal with. And this has recently been backed up by some tweets that have come from the account of a Mojang staff member. The tweets have come from the account of CurgeDP and stated that upcoming mod from 1.8 to 1.9 will be less painful for the modders, as there will be fewer changes to the actual back end of the code, a lot of which was actually tweets during 1.8. There's a reason why it was known as the biggest update of Minecraft up to that date. This does mean that, unfortunately, modders will still need to update their mods to work with 1.8 before they can work with 1.9. But I guess if you've already taken that step, this is a relief. At least it's not going to be as hard to make the jump from 1.8 to 1.9. Hopefully this is good news for you. Elsewhere in the Minecraft world, or in the real world sort of, Australian schools have seen fit to release a poster for the schools to help children understand that while Minecraft is excellent for teaching you some things about the natural world, it's not always 100% accurate. Well, of course it wouldn't be, it's a video game. For instance, gold is a soft metal not suitable for armour or pickaxes. Cobblestone cannot be baked into stone with a furnace. In fact, doing so will just get you a warm stone, they state. And bedrock is in fact not found at the bottom of the world. It is found as a layer when surface rocks have eroded. It does, however, point out that while obsidian is not TNT resistant, it is still an incredibly strong material and makes even better arrowheads than flint does. And it is still the result of lava having cooled down very, very rapidly. So thanks, Australia, for teaching us things that we didn't know. Thank you for clearing up all these misconceptions. We appreciate it. And that does it for what the server's been up to this week. Reminder that our server is open to all players who want a little chill out vanilla space to play Minecraft in and to just generally build. The address, in case you need the URL, is www.Sanitarium.FM, and it's exactly the same as the station's URL address, so if you know the website address, you will be able to get into the server. And if you have something that you want me to talk about during the next show, all you have to do, go look at the video description under this video, and there is a link there to the topic, where you can go and provide the details, and if you put your stuff up there, you might see it in the next show. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.
So, after you. Would you like to enter?
Not particularly, but
I say that and I've just broken my button and a block.
Oh dear.
Oh, it's alright, I'll come in this way. It's fine. So here we are. I will replace those later.
Live television. Well, this isn't really television, is it? It's YouTube.
Live video. Live recording.
Video.